me and Nat knew a guy called Chris. He was a nice guy, came off to be very ambitious, but he ended up to be a entrepreneur.
Yeah, we knew Chris way before we got into trading. Even when me and Sean were starting off, in the education and learning process, Chris was there saying, "Yeah, you guys learn. I'm gonna learn one day too." And even whilst we were learning and we were going through the ups and downs, Chris was there like, "Keep your heads up. I'll be there with you one day." Even when we become profitable, me and Sean were buying certain things, going certain places. Chris was like, "Yep, one day I'll be where you guys are. I'll be able to buy that."
One day. Yeah, so even when we hopped onto our new venture of delivering the courses and helping people in the Forex market, and we got the office and so on, we did actually expect Chris to approach us. We did actually get a phone call, and the same the same one day is all we heard. It's one day, guys, I'll be with you. One day I want your knowledge, and one day I want to help other people also. And coincidentally, we're actually making this video because we've seen Chris 2 days ago. We were driving past Broad Street on the way home, and we actually seen Chris waiting for the bus in his fast food uniform. And then we looked at each other and said, "Is that what really happens after too many one days?" And it must be.
One thing we have to make very, very clear is there's two types of one days. The first one, that's the dream trades. That's me and Sean, and that's like some of you guys also. The second thing are people that walk behind wishes. These people with no plan, no idea. Someone like Chris, who just don't even know how to take the first step or even want to take the first step.
Yeah, exactly. Do you really think we got here from just wishing and sitting at home saying, "Oh, one day I want to do this, I want to be different, I want to break out of the ordinary routine," and so on? No, that's not how it works. We had to take that initial leap of faith. We knew exactly what we needed to do, wrote down our plans, envisioned our plans, kept ourselves motivated and so on. So do you really think that, like, for instance, Usain Bolt just goes for a little jog here and there around the lake? I don't think so.
Do you think LeBron James just plays basketball in his garden? Do you think Floyd Mayweather just just has a box with his friends?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to work sometimes with the bare minimum. You just got to work your way up. So again, you can't get nothing from putting no effort in. If you're always going to do the same work rate and put the same energy into like nothing, you're always going to get nothing back. So again, guys, it's up to you. You can either be the one day guy, or you can be the person who wants to go out there and get something that you haven't got.
Yeah, and guys, you have to be able to do something that you're not yet doing to achieve something you've not yet got.
And sacrifices as well. So when me and Nat had the sleepless nights of losing all the time, all of this chart work, steadily getting better and better in the market to deliver the technical analysis and experience that we can do now. Again, it's sacrifices. Well, me and Nat were at home, putting in the hours, mainly unpaid, and our friends were going out buying cars, graduating from university. We did feel that big, but now it's a whole different story, only because we kept focused and we made that one day today.
Right, how do you not become a one dayer? How do you make sure you're never that person, you're never there? First thing you have to do is in your mind. Half the battle is in your mind, and the other half is maintaining it. First thing, you have to replace the word should in your vocabulary. Replace it with will or must. That's how we got here. We didn't come here from, "Oh, we hope to be a Forex trader, hopefully we'll come there one day." It was we will or we must. Become a Forex trader or die trying, basically. The second thing is, how many of you out there actually think, "Tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll join that tomorrow."
Later.
Exactly. Tomorrow is most likely something they said yesterday. So make that one day today.
Yeah, as Nat just mentioned, you have to start in your mind. Just change your web of thoughts before your web of reality changes. And then also, what we like to do as well, we like to get a pen, get a pad, start writing. What do you want? Even if it's small goals, and then you tick them off, you feel fulfilled that you've made progress. It's always about progress. So short-term, medium-term, long-term goals. Okay, and what we also like to do, I like to do this personally, and I have done because I'm serious about my goals, dreams, desires, and so on. Get a board, a vision board, put just the pictures of cars, houses, forex profits, everything. Just put it on your wall. So again, as soon as you wake up, you've always got your goals there, and you're always constantly reminded of what your goals actually are, and then they come into reality like that.
And your dreams are never too big. If your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. One of the other very, very important steps is to change the way you're thinking, change the way you're programmed. If you're unhappy doing something, whether it be work, whether it be in life, stop doing it.
Yeah, if it hurts your consciousness, then the best thing is to just stop, because the longer you leave it, the harder it is to actually pull yourself out of the trap.
The three most addictive things that they say is heroin, carbohydrates, and yes, a monthly wage.
Yeah, with the monthly wage, we've been there, especially me, I've been there, I was working for 4 or 5 years, as soon as I left school, and again, the monthly wage gives you security, but again, you never really thrive. It keeps you secure, but also it's a boundary and a limitation, a financial boundary. You know, many people out here always wait for the last Friday of every month, payday, mid-month, and so on. Go out, blow the wages, and then it's back to Monday. And a lot of people hate Mondays.
However, Astrofx, we love Mondays.
We love Mondays.
So think to yourself, is what you're going to be doing in life, the job that you're going to be doing in your career, can you say that you love a Monday?
Yeah, the weekends actually slow us down.
Now guys, imagine if we were one days like Chris, would we be here right now making this video?
I doubt it. If we were one days, would we be in the top 5% of profitable traders? Would we be our own boss? Would we drive to the office in the car that we said we would have one day?
You know, would we be able to pass on our knowledge to our students and our experience? You know, would we be the only company that we've actually ever seen have verified results online?
Yeah, if we were one dayers, we wouldn't be able to obviously give you guys and deliver YouTube videos, the high probability market analysis, the befores and afters, the transparency, and tons of free help which we've been given for a long time. Chances are, no. Okay, so when will be your one day?